I broke off my wedding because of what my fiancé did at his bachelor party. Now everyone's blaming me, but I don't think I was wrong.
My fiancé and I have been together for 2 years. It was our wedding eve and I was having my bachelorette party, and he was having his bachelor party. So my bachelorette party was just a little thing with some of my girlfriends and family at my home with drinks that the family put together for me. On the other hand, my fiancé's bachelorette party was at a bar with a huge party, which is perfectly fine with me, but halfway into my party my friend runs up to me with a video of my fiancé getting a lap dance from one of the girls. Then she showed the next video. These were on Snapchat stories. The video was my fiancé licking a mixed drink off of a girl's B% BS, and another video of him making out with a girl and then another girl right after her. I was upset and confronted my fiancé about it when he got home the day of our wedding. He got all defensive and said, "It's what guys do on their bachelor party nights. It's the last night we have being single, babe." He was hungover, and I was furious because I understand, but you don't just go making out with girls and licking drinks off their $. I just decided to try to forget it and go on with the wedding until he was in the shower, and his phone kept going off. We do have a rule where we don't go through each other's phones unless there's a reason, and we have to let the other person know if we are going through them. I wasn't gonna touch it, but it kept going off with people sending him photos on his phone from the night before, so I decided to look at the videos to see if I missed anything. It was photos of my fiancé in bed with 2 girls with no clothes. I turned his phone off, went in the bathroom, and told him the wedding it off and I need time to process what has happened. He asked why, and I said look at your phone and see. He then changed the whole subject and went insane over the searching phones rule. I told him boyfriends don't sleep with other girls just cause it's their last night, single. He cussed me, and then begged for me to keep the wedding. I walked out and said no. It's been 2 days now and his family is upset with me because I called off the wedding too soon and ruined their son's day. Everyone who was at my bachelorette party is on my side saying it's his fault, and he needs to realize he's in the wrong. Should I talk to him about it and reschedule the wedding? I do love him, but I'm not sure if this was a red flag that can lead into the future with him. Ada. Next story. I got angry at my wife for kissing her best friend, and now she's upset with me. I'm wondering if I overreacted or if my anger is justified. Me 30 and my wife 28 have been married for 2 years and dating 4 years before that. Let's call her Maya. Maya has a best friend named Ella 28. They met in middle school while I only met Maya in college. They're really close but always say that their relationship is platonic. Ella is really touchy and likes to get real close to her friends a lot, especially with Maya. Now, I don't really mind the hugs and occasional kisses on the cheek. But what really bugged me was when Ella kissed Maya, lips to lips. I'd like to add that Maya is bi. You may say that I'm just being insecure. But if I just kiss my girlfriend just because and say we're platonic friends, most people will say that's cheating. And that's what I feel. So that kiss happened when we were hanging out with mutual friends. When we went home, I expressed my concerns to Maya. I told her that the kiss made me really uncomfortable, and I don't want her to do that anymore. Surprisingly, Maya got really defensive, saying that it didn't mean anything, and it's just what girlfriends do. We had a little back and forth leading to me sleeping on the couch. But I don't really think I'm in the wrong here. AITA? Next story. I asked Maya not to visit the baby during the week because she's driving away the nanny. Now she's upset, and I'm wondering if I was wrong. We have a lovely nanny who is great with our son. We started my return to work by having one grandma from each side visit once a week for a few hours with the nanny. I've gotten the sense that my MIL and the nanny are getting along great. My MIL snaps at her a little, disregards a lot of safety sense that our nanny insists on, and I agree, keeps trying to insist on feeding him the way she wants, carrying him while walking. I'm very against this as she is a little clumsy. She has actually taken the baby and gone downstairs to the lobby without waiting for the nanny. It's become a bit of a power struggle. She also doesn't come for a few hours at a time. She is there for 5 to 6 hours. It's also worth mentioning that she was so upset when she heard we were getting a nanny at all. She wanted to do all the childcare. And like a lot of grandparents, I think she's a little out of her element and forgets how hard little babies can be and how easily they can hurt themselves, or be seriously injured. Today I got home, my husband is traveling, and the nanny is in tears. She waits until my MIL leaves. She was there from 11 to 7:30 today, and then breaks down and says she can't do it anymore. It hurts her heart, her focus is my son's safety, and she doesn't want to come to work on the days my MIL comes. I'm mortified and so apologetic. I tell her I will sort this out and maybe it's best if my MIL comes on weekends. I was quite upset to hear all of this. I told my husband over the phone and I was quite clear that this just isn't working, and I think our wonderful nanny will quit. Laying a boundary with my MIL is going to be horrible. I don't know how to handle this. I'm hopeful our nanny will be comfortable enough to speak to my husband and I together so he can hear it too. I think my husband is hopeful that his mother will change, but I don't think she will. We have tried. I'm so sad that someone who works for me is this unhappy. I also feel bad for my husband who is going to have a very rough time with this. And I get the sense he doesn't totally believe how bad it is. He keeps asking for specific examples of what his mom has done. AITA for insisting that my husband speak to his mom and get her to come only on the weekends when we are home. The situation feels untenable, but my husband thinks I'm overreacting. Next story. I laughed in my ex's face and called her struggles karma for choosing her manipulative friend over me. Now she's furious, and I'm wondering if I took it too far. I'm 28M who was dating Kelly 27F for 3 years, planning to propose with an engagement ring and a luxury vacation. However, her best friend, Nat 27F, was always a problem. From the start, Nat disliked me and tried to break us up by falsely accusing me of cheating and convincing Kelly I was controlling. This caused many arguments, but Kelly always defended Nat. In January 2024, I reached my limit. We were celebrating my birthday, and Kelly invited Nat despite my objections. Nat dominated the conversation, talking about her financial issues. I asked Kelly to intervene, but when she tried, Nat accused her of not caring and then attacked me, calling me controlling. I lost my temper, calling her a manipulative B-word. The day was ruined, and back home, I gave Kelly an ultimatum, either me or Nat. Kelly argued it was unfair to make her choose. We fought, and when Kelly said I provoked Nat by insulting her, I told her to leave. After threatening to call the cops, she finally left. I packed all of Kelly's belongings, including everything I had bought for her since she had lived off my money for 2 years. I texted her to pick up her things, and when she arrived, I handed them over without speaking. Later, Nat texted, calling me a jerk for keeping the gifts. Kelly also texted, calling me stingy. Angry, I sent her photos of the expensive engagement ring and vacation tickets I had bought to show what she missed out on because of Nat. Then, I blocked her. In September, Kelly showed up at my place, looking awful, and begged me to take her back. She admitted she had made a huge mistake. After we broke up, she got her own apartment but realized how manipulative Nat was. Nat kept guilt-tripping her into giving her money, and eventually moved in with Kelly after getting evicted. Things got worse. Nat started invited shady people over, and Kelly noticed cash and valuables, including her grandmother's necklace, were stolen. When she confronted Nat, Kelly was evicted because of Nat's behavior. Now homeless, jobless, and broke, Kelly apologized, saying she would do anything to get back together. I felt a sense of satisfaction and told her it was karma for choosing Nat over me. I asked her to leave, threatening to call the police if she didn't. Kelly told mutual friends, and they think I was too harsh given her situation. They suggest I apologize, or even consider taking her back. Now, I'm conflicted. Should I apologize to keep the peace with my friends, or am I justified in not taking her back or apologizing? AITA?